Peter Julian, said the responsibility for the blunder on the card lies with him because he signed off on it. The photo was submitted by Susan Lazarick of the Vancouver Desi newspaper. Punjabi-speaking constituents who get NDP MP Peter Julian's Christmas card in the mail over the next few days may be grateful he included their language in a list of multi-language editions of the word peace. But they'll flip when they realize the word was printed upside down. That's not the way to get the support of the community, said Monday Sandhu, one of 40,000 constituents in Julian's constituency of Burnaby New Westminster. When Sandhu received the mail out, she immediately noticed the upside-down Punjabi script of the word, which is pronounced Shanti. Sikhs have been in the country for years and they still don't know our language, she said. When she called the constituency office, she said staff was shocked and apologized. They said they ran it past the people in the translating department and they were supposed to know, she said. That is my fault, said the woman who answered the phone on Friday in Julian's parliamentary office in Ottawa and would only give her first name, Munia. It's such a human error. It's just a human error. It's not really a media thing, she said. I don't know why you folks are spending time on this. It was a print error. Chandra Bell of Julian's constituency office blamed it on the printer, claiming the original was correct. At any rate, only 3 people have complained and none were angry, Bell said. Julian himself said the responsibility lies with him because he signed off on the card. It's me, the buck stops with me, he said. That's my fault for not proofing it. The word peace was published in 35 languages to reflect the multicultural diversity of the writing. It's not a typo that's important, it's the work we've done with the community, said Julian, who added he's learning the Punjabi language. Julian said it's too late to reprint the cards, but he will apologize to anyone who's offended. Do you see the fiction in this, the first, second, third person vibrations? It's very easy to see when you know what to look for. Is it a printer error? The original was correct, but the printer didn't work correctly? Is that your excuse for what transpired over 20 years ago? Well, so how deep is the evil, my dear little Homo sapiens? Well, considering you have tortured me for a lifetime and you stole virtually everything from me, you are truly evil. One thing you know you owe me is an 11. Do you understand? Oh, I know you understand. See, for an 11 to be provided, someone who represents the number must be punished according to the rules of the secret societies that you, dear Homo sapiens, have agreed to follow. So in order to give me an 11, you must take 1 away. You, dear Homo sapiens, are truly evil. Your justice is insane. There's a shortage of 11s, of 10s, isn't there? Of course the 11 must be of the black characteristics, because it must be able to deal with the reds, the whites, the oranges, understand? It must be strong enough to withstand the attacks. You love your fictional world, don't you? Here's how 111 was taken away to make way for a new 11. The Vancouver police are asking for the public's help in finding a missing 11-year-old girl, Tyne Theodore. Tyne Theodore. Not a tie, says Theodore. Who is Theodore? He's my employer supervisor at the University of Waterloo Pizza Shop while attending the University of Waterloo. He's Greek in origin. The Olympics, dear Homo sapiens, planned and orchestrated with the Greeks. I made great pizza, trained by a Greek named Theo. So an 11 is to be paid to me according to Theo, who was a 10. Skinny jeans.
Will you partake of that last offered
Tyne Theodore, she was last seen when she left her home in the 3800 block of West 14th Avenue at 5:30 p.m. on December 15th. Theodore is described as African Canadian, is 5 foot tall with a medium build, hazel eyes and dirty blonde hair tied up in a bun. A blonde-haired African girl in the form of an 11 is to be paid according to your fictional news, dear Homo sapiens. Payment for the Olympics planned and orchestrated for an entire lifetime against HRJG the One. That is what has been orchestrated, written, dear Homo sapiens. So how's the battle of the families coming along?
trimming their
On April 17, 2013 at 6:15 a.m., the tickets for the breakfast line were all gone at the Vancouver UGM shelter where I had stayed. I'm currently back at the Catholic Charity Shelter. A Mongoloid Asian woman came to ask for tickets from the UGM staff. She was told there's none left. The white Asian Mongoloid woman had large, wide cheekbones, similar to my first wife. Needed slight cleansing.
The wise men will bow down.
She needed cleansing,
before the
didn't she?
throne.
A white boy gave her his ticket, a gesture to help her get the meal. Ticket number 122. I was given ticket number 23 that morning. Understand? 4/17/2013. 23. The people in waiting wondered why he would give the 122 ticket to her. This is, dear Homo sapiens, your history. The history of the white man. The white man has been blending with white Asian Mongoloids in return for favors and thus quenching the thirst of the Mongoloids. And in the process, the white man has been creating trash because he can't control its thirst. The woman began speaking in her language, or what appeared to be her language, and kept saying to someone talking to her, Muband. Muband was her reason for coming late and getting the 122 ticket on the 4/17th day. Muband means the reason she's bringing in this 122 is because he does not close his mouth. He does not stop speaking. It refers to he doesn't stop eating, doesn't not close his mouth. For a man that you have starved now for almost 35 years, you dear Homo sapiens, and most of you holding nasty Mongoloid genes, accuse me of eating too much. You're evil, and there's no end to your desires. Mu is ban. Mu is ban, the D, the T, and the H. So which Mu was involved in banning the D, the T, and the H? Mos Hota, politician, BC politician, delayed the entrance of the D for his benefit. Politicians actively involved in the battle of the mixing. You doubt what I say? Don't you, dear Homo sapiens? You doubt again, dear Homo sapiens. Okay? Politicians all involved in the mixing of the genes for the benefits to their respective families. All of the politicians guilty to varying degrees. Well, let's give you another real-life example of your fiction. Let's talk about the Kamagata Maru incident of 1914. This example, dear Homo sapiens, should give you some light into your fictional world in which breeding, torturing, deception is the very essence of your species. Let's discuss how long you've been up to this mixing of genes and the sacrifice of children. The Kamagata Maru incident involved the Japanese steamship, the Kamagata Maru, that sailed from Punjab, India to Hong Kong, Shanghai, China, Yokohama, Japan, and then to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. In 1914, carrying 376 passengers from Punjab, India. Of them, 20 were admitted to Canada, but the 356 other passengers were not allowed to land in Canada, and the ship was forced to return to India. The passengers consisted of 340 Sikhs, 24 Muslims, and 12 Hindus, all British subjects. This is one of several instances in the history of the early 20th century involving exclusion laws in both Canada and the United States designed to keep out immigrants of only Asian origin. What is Kamagata Maru as defined by your secret society language? Come, K-O-M, come, C-U-M, come. A for this, that, eh? Got, got. A for this, that. Mar, M-A-R, mar, to kill. You. Remember, bilingualism is the key to decipher the message. The Canadian A, very important. The A is Punjabi, means this, that. A is so important. A, Canadian A, ha, 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 ha. A, come, this, got this, and kill you. The attack on Canada by the Sikhs, British subjects in alliance with the Japanese or Asian Mongoloids, whose purpose was to make you come and thus mix the genes and to take over Canada with Mongoloid genes. Terrorism. The Sikhs, the Muslims, the Hindus, the British guilty of treason. as 20 were permitted in, meaning the 2 to enter and to make you come, and make you come, come, I got you, kamagata, maru, kill you. My arrival in Canada in 1964 was the ace in the hole for the Indians, the British, the Asians. Born in 1964, arrived in Canada in 1970. The purpose, the Indians, the British, the Asians wanted to control through the creation of a fourth person. Remember, a fourth person is a religious leader, a pope, a Jesus, and a guru. My palm and my body is proof of who I am. Families doing deals in how to control the truths that I speak of, so that it supports the Mongoloids, the Indians, and the British who aligned for the sake of continued control of Canada. The British, of course, did not want to lose control. The truths to be tested, the child to be created into a fourth person and sacrificed for the benefit of the species. That is the truth. The clues left in is 340 Sikhs tried to enter Canada, and this indicates that Sikhs would rule forever through the 3 and the 4, 34 rules forever. 24 Muslims, meaning the Muslim, the Mohammeds, would get a 2-4 out of this takeover. Bribed. Benefits to be received by the Muslims. And the Hindus, representing the majority of India, would get the ultimate control, the 1 and the 2. The 12, the 21. My mother also isn't Har, it's H-A-R. Harbans is her name. Har, H-A-R. H-A-R. Har. Har is also necklace, necklace. She will ban the Harbans